Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to introduce Linux piping. This is one of the most powerful features of the Linux shell, and you'll see why. Let's jump right in. Piping allows you to take the output of one command and connect it to the input of the following command. You can then chain several commands together to come up with very creative solutions. Technically, you only need one command to have a pipeline, but that's not very interesting. So in practice, when we talk about the pipeline, it's usually two or more commands. Now each individual command in Linux has three streams attached to it. Standard in, which has a file descriptor of 0 and defaults from the keyboard. Standard out, which has a file descriptor of 1 and defaults to the terminal. Standard error, which has a file descriptor of 2 and also defaults to the terminal. Even though standard error and standard out have the same destination, they are in fact two different streams. When you pipe commands on the shell, you use the vertical bar, and the shell will connect standard out from the first command to standard in of the following command via a Linux pipe. So those respective defaults are changed, but everything else remains the same. And if we pipe a third command, rinse and repeat. Standard out is connected to standard in of the following command with another pipe. Those respective defaults are also changed. And one thing that should be obvious now is standard error does not get passed down the pipeline by default. If I run cat on file etc password, standard in changes to the given file, cat processes the data, then sends the output to standard out. Now if I give a file that does not exist, or that I don't have access to, output is sent to standard error. Now you may be asking yourself, if standard out and standard error are both sent to the terminal, how do I know if the output originated from standard out or standard error? There are a few ways, but the best way is to test it with redirection. I have a full video on redirection coming out soon, but I'll cover it here briefly. If I redirect standard out with the greater than symbol to a special file called dev-null, which eats all data sent to it, standard out should disappear. And it does. So this confirms the original output is from standard out. If I redirect standard error to dev-null, which is file descriptor 2, same thing. It too should disappear from the terminal. Now if I want to filter lines that contain the string sbin, I can pipe the output of cat to grep. Cat's standard out gets sent to grep's standard in. Grep processes the data, which includes coloring the matches, and sends the results to its standard out. And if we want to only see the first 10 results, we can pipe to a third command, the command head. Simple piping on the shell is already a very powerful feature. But when you combine it with redirection, which I'll cover in a future video, you can really supercharge your commands. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great day.